friends came looking for me, so I went to the discotheque Saturday night, to the discotheque Sunday night, to the discotheque.
Let's go!
What the heck? Monday night to the discotheque, Tuesday night to the discotheque, Wednesday night to the discotheque, Thursday night to the discotheque, Friday night to the discotheque, Saturday night to the discotheque, Sunday night to the discotheque. What the heck?
What's up, baby?
To the discotheque. To the discotheque.
Lots to talk about, my friend. So much has gone on. So much.
To the discotheque. Sunday night. To the discotheque. To the discotheque. To the discotheque.
Yo, what's up, my buddy? Man? Appreciate you being back. What was I doing?
Monday night to the discotheque. Tuesday night to the discotheque. Wednesday night. What the heck? But I went to the discotheque. Thursday night to the discotheque. Friday night. I didn't want to go, but my friends came looking for me, so I went to the discotheque. Saturday night to the discotheque. Sunday night to the discotheque.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the LuxAlgo live stream. My name is Jacob. Like always, good to be here. Good to see you. I'm glad you're back. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, Tanzi thought he was tripping. My voice is all jacked up. We're going to get started here in just a minute. Got to make sure I remember how to do this. Just kidding.
To the discotheque.
To the discotheque. To the discotheque. Great song. Had to bring back a classic there. Let's do this one now. While we wait. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Let me start this. Lots, my friend. So much to go over. Will we recover? That is the question, my friend. Can crypto recover? That is the hardest question of the evening. Crypto completely just demolishing lows, and that's fine. Discounts on Solana, right? You know me, I bought me some Solana. You know I bought some Solana. You know I did. Or did I lose my mind? Welcome back, baby. Let's get it. Let's go. Appreciate y'all being here like always. Big Tommy boy. Tommy in the chat. Let's go, Tom. Man, oh man. Rumble Ron said my hemorrhoids are feeling stressed out. That is a big error in the chat for you, my friend.
Who's your daddy?
All right. Lots to go over. So much, man. So much to go over. And we will get to that here in just a minute as I figure out what I want to start with. We got non-farm payroll this weekend. This Friday, really. Non-farm. That's going to be a big game changer. Yesterday was brutal, man, but it was pretty great. By the way, we are number 5. Top 5 indicators of all time on TradingView. Let's freaking go. Let's go. LuxAlgo is his full legal name. Dude, you just gave me a great idea to change my name to LuxAlgo. That would be awesome. But yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the LuxAlgo live stream. My name is Jacob. Like always, I very much appreciate you guys tuning in. Man, lots to go around in the markets. I've been super active on Twitter. I'm kind of addicted. So please, if you haven't already, go and follow my Twitter at Indicators Work, because come on, guys, you know they work. They work 100%.
Who's your daddy?
Go ahead and comment who's your daddy on my latest post as well, and expose those Robinhood traders on X. That went mega viral for me recently. But also, if you're not already, you want current market updates, everything going on in real time, make sure you follow the LuxAlgo LuxAlgo Twitter as well, or X, or whatever you want to call it, at LuxAlgo. We're going to touch on kind of the news coming out this week. But man, oh man, lots to do today, lots to go over. Got a lot of crypto charts to look at. I've been in and out of crypto a little bit. Been trading a bunch of U.S. futures, more so than crypto recently, because crypto's been just terrible. I mean, there's no way you guys have been having fun in this market. But here you go. Forgot. This is the post I was getting to. So, yeah, tomorrow we got ADP non-farm employment at 8:15. We got jobless claims at 8:30. Hour before market open. We got the PMI at 9:45 and PMI at 10 a.m. So honestly, if you want, sleep in, wake up at 10 a.m. All the news will be out, and then you can determine your bias for the day. But man, oh man, Bitcoin is the big question here. Where could it be? By the end of the year, we are going obviously into an election year. We're just about to get cranking on that in November. It's not far away. We got football. Again, it's back, baby. Let's go. Football's back. I'm beyond excited about that. We literally kick off on Thursday. We already have some college games. Go Irish. Man, we whipped up on some Texas A&M. So if you're a Texas A&M fan, get out of my chat right now, please. I would very much appreciate it. Thank you. Just kidding. But then again, man, crypto is the main talk here. I'm going to go ahead and get up our other music here, so there's something going on in the background other than the laser show, like always. But we'll get to it. Let me make sure I got all my levels down, too. We've been going live on Spaces a ton on X, by the way. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and even today I was live on Spaces in the morning. We're talking trades. It's mostly for my U.S. audience. We're talking, pretty much SPY and like all the majors, NVIDIA, Microsoft, and ES and the NASDAQ. Been trading that a ton recently with those guys, and it's been great, man. It's been great. Yes, we can look at NASDAQ. No problem, man. I got you. We'll be taking a look at everything. Dump coming, Ted Lee said, and that's the biggest question. Ted Lee. There's another guy, I think Lee, that said that we might get a big correction as well. But we had one yesterday, man. We had one yesterday. It was absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. But today we've gotten a bounce back on Bitcoin. Bitcoin back up over the 57K mark. The low of today was 55,555. Wow, what a number. Which is quite interesting. But again, to me, it's if we're gonna hold value, that's fine. I mean, I'm okay with value holding. It's been, we've been very depressed on these past, like the 4 hours been complete garbage. There's been no volume on the crypto side. I personally don't really know what to think of it right now. I wish we would have bigger swing points, but it's been, the past, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days have been nothing. Then before you had like 3 days of like decent moves, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, almost 14 days of absolutely nothing. It's just 60K, it's just starting to become that thing that nobody really cares to see anymore, right? So we're at the bottom of its range right now. That's been in here on the daily. We're going to go full in-depth analysis here in a little bit. We've been talking about this bull flag forever to see if it's a weekly bull flag. It takes forever to even get out of something like this. The monthly candle last month wasn't too bad. Got bought way back up after hitting a mega low on 49, which is just fine. We'll take it. But we'll be going over Ethereum and how terrible it's been. I mean, my goodness. Oh, hold on. My goodness, it's been bad. But at least it has moved a little bit more than Bitcoin has. But at the same time, it's still kind of garbage. Solana as well has made decent moves down and touching almost at $21 price point that we've always wanted to take buys off. You know, I bought some at 36 again. Man, been holding. This has been the weirdest thing ever because we've been holding plays off of 21, off of 36 this bounce all the way into the 60s, hoping for that breakout. Just doesn't come. It's the weirdest thing, man. But there's a lot to be going over here, and honestly, it's good to see you guys. Let me get some coffee. I've thought about it. We might want to bring the Pepe wheel back too. Maybe have him take his guest today. Maybe do a little bit. I don't know where the bot is, to be honest. We're going to go over gold as well. Absolutely. Don't worry. Let's see if the bot's even in the main chat. Let's see if the bot is even in the main chat, guys. If you're on the vertical stream, I appreciate you. If you want a better view of what's going on, make sure it is in the chat. Okay. All right. If you want a better view of what's going on, yo, what's up, Adam? How you doing, man? If you want a better view of what's going on, go to the other stream on the YouTube channel. That there's a horizontal stream. Yo, first timer, dude. I appreciate you being here. We're gonna go over these charts in just a minute. I promise you. I'm just gonna make sure we got everything up and ready to go here, and then we're gonna get cranking. But again, remember tomorrow you'll have some volatility on crypto there. But let's go ahead and we might as well jump over. Let's go ahead and jump over and see what we got going on here because pretty much Bitcoin is the biggest concern right now. We'll be taking a dive into some stocks as well because you guys know I've been trading that a lot more recently. And let me see something really quickly. Sorry. Okay, cool. Nat gas. We're going to do nat gas. So close eyes, hit long. RP Hizzle, dude. I love it. Stream again. Oh, I forgot to mention. Yeah. So this stream, guys, right now is going to start back up again. You guys know that I just had a new baby. And, man, going from one kid to two is tough. It's tough, man. And especially working from home. So, yeah, it's been a lot, but we're kind of making our way back, like I said. I'm sorry for the delay on it, but this is the new schedule we're going to be going with. And I'm just going to bring that over. So right now, we weren't be able to do Monday or Tuesday, just trying to bounce back from the holiday. But again, Wednesday and Monday, okay? Wednesday and Monday, we're doing 3 p.m. Eastern. Again, we just started 3 p.m. Eastern to 4:30, about an hour and a half stream. Regardless of what time we start, it'll always be an hour and a half because I only pay attention to the stream time. Wednesday, same thing. Monday, Wednesday, we're doing those later streams. Tuesday, Thursday, we're going to be live on Spaces with that Spaces team through the LuxAlgo X account and be live trading on here as well at 10 a.m. Eastern to 12:30 Eastern. So it'll be about a little bit longer, 2.5 hours on those early morning streams. You can go back and watch them if you do miss them. But yeah, so we'll be talking about potential trade setups with these guys and things that I've been looking at. Which is pretty cool. I wanted to kind of based on some analysis I've been doing with what's it called, with the ES and the NQ. Wanted to show that honestly, guys, there's so many people that are talking about you don't need indicators. That's kind of why I've started tweeting more myself and made my handle indicators work, because indicators, like we've talked about it before on this stream a million times, all they are, they're there to help you and keep you from having to sit there and look at the charts all day. I jumped onto this chart this morning, right? I jumped onto my computer this morning 15 minutes before open and saw these levels already plotted for me. I can go in and then analyze multiple time frames. What I saw on what I saw on the ES was a 15-minute order block sitting up at roughly the 5540s up to the 5548 area. I saw the same exact order block lining up on the 5-minute, and then it was also the 1 hour as well. And then we had another 1 hour breaker block that was sitting up around let's see, on the tweet here I had 5560 to 5570. Now, I, again, through the Twitter, was wanting to show you guys that just with using indicators and properly understand market sentiment in the morning, just by getting up and noticing some key levels. I like to use the money flow profile, which we'll go over here in a minute. You can kind of get a general idea of what the market might do that day. And it took us 4 days. It took us 4 days to pass a funded challenge. So we're, I did this on the Twitter though. So we literally today we're up $2,500. We can look over all those trades if you guys want. But again, all it was, and I posted every single one of these morning sentiment kind of posts like this with what I was targeting and what I was looking for. But again, it took us 4 days to pass a 9K profit challenge. 4 days. We had, I think, 2 losing trades, which was insane. So I will say that, man, today was just insane. The price action, we rejected exactly what we were talking about on the thing, but it's just one of those things we're gonna talk about here in just a minute, that if you use them properly, know how to use them, they're gonna help you maintain the time in your day rather than having to study these charts all night and be on the computer all day long. So you can jump in, take your trades. If they don't end up working out, then you can stop for the day and do whatever else you need to do. But again, it's just one of those things where it just takes time to learn them. You don't need to give up if it's frustrating and work right away. But we're going to be continuing that and showing kind of the setups we're looking for every Tuesday and Thursday here on stream, as well as I will be posting my analysis on the Twitter again at Indicators Work. So go ahead and if you want to follow that, go ahead. But I mean, it could be as easy as that. I mean, I'm not even going to try to sit here and say that, obviously trading is very hard, but you got to kind of step back and really, really, really look at it and kind of take a deep breath and just kind of let price tell you where it wants to go. And that's going to kind of help you. There's no need to go against price either, which we'll go over here in just a minute. But let's go to our stream watch list and get to Bitcoin, and then we're going to go over gold, and y'all know the drill. Bitcoin, gold, Ethereum, NASDAQ, ES, crude oil. We can do nat gas. Somebody wanted Solana. You know the drill. Bands, I just used Apex. I'm going to do I'm going to start one tomorrow. I wish I could copy trade Apex to Top Step. I'm going to start one with Top Step tomorrow. So what I want to do is go through each challenge company, right? And then show you that you can literally, it doesn't matter which one you use, you can pass them. But that one was Apex on the 150K challenge. And we can look at those trades here in just a minute. But for now, let's look into some crypto. I haven't looked at it in a while. And I think they just introduced, didn't they just introduce a crypto funded thing, right? Something like that. I don't remember. Could be possible. We're going to look over Solana. Yeah, no worries. Okay, so right now, this is what I've been liking a lot more recently, by the way, guys. I've been liking money flow profiles, signals and overlays, and price action concepts, okay? And VWAP, okay? I've gone back to my old VWAP days for day trading. So with forever, I've always looked, 4-hour time frame and above when we're on these streams. When I day trade, it's 1 hour and 15 minute, and then maybe 4 hour. 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute. I've been liking the 15 minute a lot more. But again, VWAP is very, very important, especially if you're trading futures. And it can be important with things like Bitcoin as well, too. You can see the way price is reacting. It's just a very, very old indicator, and a very well, obviously, calculated based on the current session, has to do with the volume weighted average price. So has to do with this price where you could consider anybody that's above that is looking for longs or looking for potential areas where they are trading the upside. Anything below it, people are looking to trade the downside. So anything that gets bought below the VWAP could be considered covering short. Anything that is bought or sold above VWAP could be considered, especially on lower time frames, could be considered like take profits. So that there were some take profits there. Why the heck would I try to short when I'm up here when I could wait on a lower time frame for VWAP to break and then trade the downside? Because people are going to be thinking that exact same thing when it comes to things like day trading specifically. So for now, we're going to do these higher time frame charts like we've talked about already. I mean, this is what I do here on stream, but some interesting things have changed. All right. So for now, here's our Bitcoin 4 hour. Let's start with the weekly because we haven't touched on it in a while. I think I lost all my levels recently, which is fine. We need to do a fresh take on it anyway, except for these here. All right, so here's our weekly chart, right? I'm going to take off signals and overlays, which is the reversal zone. It's probably my favorite feature out of all of them. I've updated this a bit. Yeah, okay, cool. So in this case right now, what has happened? Well, first off, we had that big push, right? We've been consolidating from the highs, pulling back, hitting a low. I think it was 49K. Yeah, 49K. And again, bounce right back up and close green on the weekly, which was nuts. So closing green on the weekly there, that's pretty epic. Seeing that close like it is, right, makes me think that, you know, clearly price doesn't really want to go much lower yet. I think it's kind of just, as you can see here, fading a bit until it's ready for that potential next move. I need to take that alert off. Hold on. Otherwise, it's literally going to just keep on going. Pause. Okay, I should just click active, but whatever. All right, cool. All right. So, yeah, besides that, the biggest thing that we were watching before we had a zone here plotted, before we had our open close high here, open close high there. So this was the zone or somewhere like this that we talked about and we've been watching for a minute here. I'm going to go ahead and pull this over because these are weekly open close high levels kind of combined there. And then we had the weekly one from back in November of 2021. And now we got a breaker block sitting down here as well. Haven't touched that breaker, which is fine. In this case, honestly, we can kind of have this idea of a weekly bull flag, which is very aggressive. We would need a higher low and a pretty decent breakout candle for that to actually be fully confirmed. Oscillator has broken down and kind of stuck because of this consolidation. But right now on the weekly, this candle is weird. The fact that it wicked down and bounced back today, in my opinion, this candle, I kind of would want it to form a doji. So would want it to form where maybe open close is close to the same price. So that'd be below 60K. It would be an interesting candle if it did close up a bit. If it closes anywhere in this range here, like we just were plotting, which I'm going to honestly make a green box here. And then let's do green dots as well. Border green. Okay, there you go. So yeah, if it closes in this zone here, it could actually be pretty solid. As we've consolidated there a million times over before. So seeing this here, yeah, bro, that's why I'm gonna do multiple firms, man. So hey AFG, I appreciate that, man. Have a look at the chat. I'm sorry, appreciate it. So as you can see here, 57,800, right? That's what we're trading at right now. The bottom of this box here that we drew from the weekly level there was around 57,500. That's fine. I would at least want to close above this open close weekly low here that we bounced off aggressively before, which was 55 to 56K. We touched that today. The low was 55.55 or 55,555, which is crazy. That's a thing. If we look at the daily here, you can see it wick down and then bounce back up and trying to actually hold this order block right now. So in this case here with that weekly zone, which now I am going to hide. There we go. I think, today, if we can close bullish, that's a great sign going into tomorrow. We would have to see here if we can close or break out of this daily order block. As you can see here, you can notice where's that volume sitting. Well, majority of the volume is sitting up here from 61K up to 69K. Even though we've been through 60K a bunch, there's still more volume up on this upper side. So being below this zone is not it's still pretty heavy on the volume because you can notice it's in like red is weak volume, yellow is very strong volume. But it's in between that, which can usually indicate that we might be trending a bit when we get out of these high volume zones. But again, I would really want us to get over 61K again, get back into that consolidation zone that you can see there on the money flow profile as well. So if that happens, that could be good. But I think that would take a few days. For now, like if we go to a 4-hour, that bounce back was pretty aggressive. I do want to look at kind of the 15-minute here and see what happened. It kind of looks like it just ran liquidity and then kind of traded sideways and then decided to bounce. People covering more than likely. Those look like more like cover candles than anything from shorts. But going back to that 4-hour, we're still, as you can tell, in a downtrend. So we're still in this downtrend. I'm gonna take off the money flow profile because it can get a little crazy on the chart if I have it up too much. So we're still in this downtrend. If I pull up these signals and overlays that I wanted to see here, yeah, we haven't fully extended into a downside reversal. And as you can see, price or these reversal zones are actually still going downward. Notice how it's literally, this is the most interesting reversal zone ever, but they're still kind of angled in this downward formation. So we would want to have to break kind of this area here if we wanted to make any movement there. And again, holy cow. So if you guys know on stream, before, if you're an OG, if you've been here before, we've talked about how, we talked about the breaker block / fair value gap plays, which happened here. Look at the breaker block with the fair value. So it broke this previous swing order block there and then retested it, lined up perfectly with that dump. And then literally we just came off of it beautifully. Insane. But we're still in that current downtrend, right? So if we're going to actually get out of where we're at, which again, you know me, I'm all about following the trend. So I'm not going to be bullish until we show some type of bullish structure. And again, you know, as crappy as it may be, it's going to have to be over 60K before considering any other upside. You can notice here, even on the 1 hour, it is also rejecting as well. I do like that it just broke this recent swing from yesterday. So it extended, coming back. Bands are tightening a bit. It's still, though, in a very large range here. So it's one of those things where I'm going to take off breaker blocks to see if any other order blocks pop up here. Yeah, one does up there. So in this case right now, you know, with that structure break, see if we can at least maybe from today or tomorrow get back up over 59 again. That would be really nice. The oscillator actually plotted. I need to refresh mine. I haven't refreshed it on here because it plots your things. So I know we saw a 15-minute run here. This was something that I was watching from this low here. There's a heavy order block that I put on the Twitter as well that was sitting here that made this run and pushed up into 59, but couldn't break the 60. Two lower highs ended up dumping it. But notice how when price was trading well below VWAP there, it literally just kind of dumped on the 15-minute, traded through VWAP and then bounced out of it. But again, it is trying to make its pushback. So for now, Bitcoin, though, I would still base on the hourly. Based on the 4 hour and the hourly would still be a little bearish, even with this kind of little bounce back. You could see us, like I said, that 59,200 level, right where that high volume node is sitting, is where maybe my upside target would be right now, with the fact that this thing just broke that previous swing there. And you're kind of up above these lows. Notice this node here that got tagged several times. Bop, bop, bop. This is all the 1 hour. So in this case right now, I could potentially see if it's going to hold above you up here all the way back to 59,200. But if I'm going to be bullish on a broader scale, we got to get through 60K again. Sadly, I hate to say it. You can see even that high volume node on a 4 hour still sitting right there at 59,200. It's got to get up over that. If it does it, then a short is, you know, right off that same level again. But it's just one of those things, man. Consolidation can be a killer, man. Could be a killer. Yo, Dennis, what's up? Welcome back, brother. Welcome back. Good to see you. That's gonna be Bitcoin for you there. Let's hop over to gold. So, gold 15-minute. Let's see how I did this morning. Man, gold just demolished that low. So, something I've been doing a lot recently is watching how I love the reversal zone. It's probably my favorite feature. But again, below VWAP, I'm not going to be looking bullish, right? I'm not going to be looking bullish. I'm not going to try to buy a dip. You're not going to buy a falling knife. It's not going to happen. But what I have noticed is reversal zones are key here if we want to spot potential reversal areas. And a trade this morning we took on the ES happened to be in a reversal zone on top of multiple order blocks, which played out really nicely. But ended up bouncing nonetheless, right? So like as you can see here, with price reacting to that 14% on the reversal zone. That's pretty much something that I do like to look for if I'm going to look potentially for a zone or level that I would want to play the opposite direction. It needs to be an order block that lines up potentially with a reversal band. That plus high volume node like this is very key, very important to me if I want to play it to the opposite direction. But again, I'm not really fond of doing that in the current moment. But on gold right now, very, very choppy today. Let's go to the 1 hour. 1 hour sentiment this morning. Let's look at it. So 1 hour this morning, as you can tell, I'm going to get rid of the FVGs for now. Coming into the day, we were already below VWAP, right? We needed one candle to break and hold above VWAP there, and you got it on this big push that broke and moved. Now, we did, as you can see here, 24.93. You can see a little bit of yellow peeking through. Now, if I were to bring this threshold down a bit, which I do like 70, but there's 60 for you. There's just too many, right? So it's like, that's why I like to have it up. So 70 here, you can see that volume a little bit aggressive there at the high. If we dove into now that 15 minute, notice where it's at. So I was curious if that ended up holding at all. It did have a small little move there, but on a 15 minute here, what was this candle here? Gold right now, it would still be, it looks like it wants to fade a bit. It looks like it could potentially bounce if it holds above these highs around 24.91. But like here, if you go to the 5 minute, that was that, little move there. Nice little move up to those highs off of that node. Same node too. So to me, when I day trade, I don't take very long plays. It'd be like something like this. But in this case, on gold here, we're kind of faded off, and that was during lunch anyway. So let's look at the daily. Daily here, okay, the last time it fully extended on gold for the most part into the reversal band was back in April. Price is pulling back a bit. Look where it wicks off of. All right. It just so happens to be, almost at this previous high, right? So if you were to take this, right, and we were to pull on those breaker blocks, they should help out with those previous highs. I don't know if that one was actually an order block or not, but let's see. I don't think so. Let me up the order blocks and see. Sometimes it should be, but no order block there. Interesting. Oh, I think it was because it broke it already from this zone there. It's this little 4 hour kind of consolidation is pretty key there. But either way, if I ever see a high that like this that doesn't print an order block, I'm still going to put a zone here myself, because that's just clean structure, right? You can see price originally. You can see price originally broke out and then came back right here and bounced right off of it, right? And this was above and no high volume areas, right? All that volume, there's a ton of volume sitting down there, and the rest of it was sitting at these lows. So the minute we broke out of this range, you can start seeing a more trending state on gold there, right? So the other, Thursday and Friday of the end of August, this past week, that would have been a really good play off those highs. But today, it would have been, does that hold? Well, if we go into now our 4 hour here, you can notice that with the current state that it's in, we are in, a slight downtrend, right? But price is trying to kind of come off of these highs. It literally set the same high off the 2500s. Like, man, 2525, 2530-ish. Where is that? That's crazy. 2526, this open close high here. Wick. I mean, it touched it numerous amounts of times on that 4 hour there. Coming back, though, this very long bounce back there was pretty clean because it happened to be over highs as well, as you can see. Now, I'm kind of curious. Let's see something here. Yeah, here's a breaker. There's your breaker. It was on a 4 hour. Here's a 38% turned into 41% breaker once it broke. Let's see here. Wow, there's that dip, there's that retest on that breaker, 40%, right? Money flow again though. Look at this, even with breakers off, you have your peak volume down here, right? But notice how this has a very high volume as well. 1.32 billion versus 1.41. So on this, obviously, if I brought this down a little bit, 67 there, we can start to see it shift a bit. But this little zone there, right? Not much different than the actual highest volume node, just because of the amount of price action. So wicking that and it lining up as well with that breaker played out for a very nice little move to retest the high. Now we broke structure there. We kind of consolidated a bit. You had that shift in volume based on the bars there, and now we're in a downwards trend. So today, I honestly, at open today, depending, where was it, 8 a.m. here. Today, it was above VWAP at the bell, it looks like. Yeah, at the bell was above VWAP. It already moved. Jeez, that moved big. Above, guys ask you how you bought some 123. The guy's asking how to get access to the indicators, man. It's right there, that link. You can get 30 days risk free. Bitcoin would still be a little bearish on, maybe lower time frame, be a little bit bullish. So right now on gold though, at open 930 here, right? 930 pump, right? 930 pump. Insane, right? If I were to take the 1 hour as well, right? Okay, so you guys originally being here with me, if you don't recall, we used to do this. This is a fun thing to do. I'm going to put on this indicator. I'm going to put on the price action concepts indicator 3 times, right? I'm going to set order blocks. This is something that was interesting for today. I'm going to set order blocks. I have ones on the current chart, but let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to set order blocks on the time frame. I'm going to do one set of order blocks on the 1 hour time frame, one set of order blocks on the with breakers on the let's do 15 minute time frame. Where are you at? And then we're going to do the other set of order blocks on the 5 minute time frame. So in this case, and I probably should have brought all these back down. Hold on. So in this case, what we can do now is I will set the, why is this one on the chart here? This one's 15 minute, this one's 5 minute, and then let's do 1 hour. This one's 1 hour. So I'm gonna do 1 hour. I'm gonna make it the gold blocks for now. Well, not that actually. Oh, that was the wrong thing. I think green and red here. Okay. So the 1 hour here, I'm going to make it the gold. We've done this before a million times. So we have a gold upper order block there. Let me bring this back down. I'm going to do 1 hour is going to be the gold one. So we're going to do the 15 minute. Let's make blue. And then we'll do the other ones on the 5 minute. So going into the day on the 15 minute here, you can watch to see what overlaps, right? We know that gold, we know blue's 15 minute, gold is 1 hour order blocks, right? I think we did before was red. I'm going to make the 1 hours white, actually. That's that easy. And then the others. So again, where would I have potentially taken a play? Well, as you can see, this mega 1 hour order block here, the low of it is sitting right there, right? The 15 minute order block, the low of it sitting right here. The low of the 5 minute order block was sitting right here, right? So if I were to zone this off now, of all of those time frames overlapping on the actual structure, I would have taken a very low risk to reward short off of all of these overlapping. Now, if I take those off, right? These are all the lines here. If I take, if I take all those lines off, if I can, here, there you go, boom. What do you see? It was right at 2,500, right? Price extends. This was just all the overlapping different time frame order blocks. Price extends, and literally this morning at the bell rejects that immediately. So 2,500, obviously, 2,500, right? I would have taken a short off 2,500, just would have had it there. Stop loss would have probably just been seeing if we could get a candle to close on the 15 minute above 2,500. That would have been the biggest thing. Money flow profile, though, if at the bell, was sitting below, which it was there, it took out this high volume node right away. Usually what that can mean is it takes out any liquidity that's been sitting around that area because majority of the volume has been traded there regardless. So in that case, we could have had a fun little play at the highs because we can consider that high volume node as an area in which the price wants to go to. It's another way to go about it. But again, those multiple order blocks stacking on each other, which I want to bring these lower now, is what we used to do this all the time with the order blocks. Has been really helpful. So yeah, I mean, for gold this morning off the 2,500 was absolute monster. And just not a bad area for that to make that full extension, especially after potential play off of these lows as well. So right now I'm watching back down to VWAP. If we're talking about into tomorrow, again, this is looking good today. So it's been fighting this downtrend for a while as well. 4 hour was bearish as well, which would have helped a lot on that lower time frame trade. But this is being multiple sell-offs over the past few days. I honestly would want to see this find some type of bounce above VWAP here. VWAP sitting at 24.88. By the end of today, if it can hold VWAP, we could probably get a move tomorrow back through that area there. So back to these highs, maybe 2,500. I would be targeting maybe 2,504 tomorrow, see how it plays out. But yeah, I mean, that's a little trick that I've liked a lot with multiple time frame order blocks. But let's keep going. Let's go over to, yeah, we're still in. We're so good. We're so good. Let's go over to Ethereum really quick. You guys, did Ton bounce back after that sell-off? No. Ton got cooked, man. Ton got cooked hard and then dumped. Gosh, that's insane. Right now, here's the thing. For gold, what you're gonna want to do is, first off, you're going to want to make sure you know what's going on new. So Friday, remember on Friday, we have non-farm payroll. Tomorrow, we also have an updated non-farm payroll, I'm pretty sure. Here you go. Boom. So, again, we have all the jobs report on 8:30 on Friday, and tomorrow we have ADP non-farm employment. So, again, that's going to be huge for gold. Gold loves news like that. So we'll see how gold reacts. Maybe go back, look at how it's played off on non-farm payroll days and go from there. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty big here for gold going into the rest of this week. Friday could be pretty crazy on gold, so keep an eye on it. I would just make sure you know when that news is about to pop. 68, holy crap! It did not want to hold. Wow, let's go. Oil down to 68, dude. That's awesome. What do you see here though? Look at this. High volume node reject. Incredible. That was incredible. It was originally here. I bet you it wasn't there. Let's see. Yeah, see how it was up here because it reads the last 200 bars if that's what you have it on. When did it switch to that area? It did when it broke it. So it broke it there, and look what happened. The first retest back, it rejects it. Money. Crude oil, what a move. All right, what's up next? Let's look at Ethereum, and then we'll look at Solana. Look at the chat. What's up? What's up, guys? Fam, how you doing, man? Welcome back. Game Changer, how you doing, man? Pepe's good. Again, for those of you, if you're still here from the Huddle Gang or from previously hanging out with us, we're going to start streaming up again. Here's the schedule. I posted it. It's going to be Monday and Wednesday, aka today, 3 p.m. Eastern to 4:30, and it'll be about an hour and a half here. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays we're gonna do morning streams. Friday will just depend. It's just a lot now with another baby. I just have to, and football season's here, and we're usually like holiday season's here as well. So we're traveling so much. So we'll probably have some on the road streams too. But I will be live in Spaces on X, not via this account. Yo, 600 followers. I appreciate it, guys. Yo, I'm a little baby boy. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for the follows. I will be live on the LuxAlgo account Tuesday and Thursday mornings doing the spaces, okay? They're a lot of fun. If you trade U.S. markets, that's all they do. That's all we do on there. We trade market open. Every once in a while I'll talk about Bitcoin. But again, if you want to just listen to something rather than watch something, I've been loving the spaces, man. I love listening to things like podcasts and stuff. So it's a fun little thing to listen to, and it's live, so it's a lot of fun. Okay, so man, oh man, Ethereum. Again, here we go. So Ethereum is below its high volume node, but it's back into the kind of overall, even if this is that main focus point, right, of 106 billion around that 2,500 level, right? This whole zone is over $1 billion in volume, right? This whole zone. So we're back into that. So consolidation could be the name of the game there. Usually for consolidation to occur, again, you want to extend price. Again, reversal zones usually play out and extend price. Again, they're called reversal zones for a reason. As you can see, we wicked that yesterday, bounced back today. Wicked it before, bounced back today. The reversal zones, my friends, are absolutely insane. I don't know how the hell they're calculated. That's our wizard, that's our wizard development squad. It's unreal. Reversal zone bounce, reversal zone. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how they do it, but it's just, in this case here, maybe it was the only other time when I had that mega bull run that I rejected. But if you're trying to short a reversal zone when you had this clean of an uptrend, then you're crazy. But in this case, when you get to those consolidated periods like now, consolidation, when you tag those reversal zones, that's when you want to play them. You don't want to play them when it's trending. But you can tell when you're zoning versus trending. Short trend, I appreciate that, man. I'm actually one of the guys that edits them. We have a good editing team. I'm the main editor, though. But they do a great job. Kudos to Gabe if he's watching. I appreciate you, boy. All right. But yeah, in this case, what do we see? First off, on Ethereum, though, we talked about this bear flag. If you were on stream again, talked about the bear flag.
Who's your daddy?
Again, it's grade A textbook style. Grade A textbook break and dumpy dump. This is old school trading, my friends. Every ICT trader on the planet is cringing right now when I say the word bear flag. They don't know what the hell a bear flag is. I'm just saying it doesn't matter. It's just how price moves. That's why it's a thing. That's why it's a pattern. That's why it's been around for so long. So in this case, name of the indicator, you're seeing the price action context signals and overlays and the oscillator matrix whenever I pull it up. So besides that, yeah, oscillator was extended as well with the reversal zone. That could be a separate confirmation when you get an extension like that. Let me get out of replay mode. So today, interesting day, like I say on Bitcoin as well. We wick those lows, and again, what do we wick? Let's go to the 15-minute here. Look at the open close there. So that there, I would have had plotted if you wanted to make that full bounce reversal zone rally back up over VWAP, holds VWAP, and makes that move into the opposite reversal zone. But here, again, I would have plotted this level right here as a area of consideration because it's a daily open close low, right? Daily open close low right there. You could have plotted a zone from that low as well. So, we've talked about this too. We take off these lows when we can, something like this, all the way to the wick. Should be about there. As you can see, that zone there was exactly what bounced today, right here. So that was a full-on extended reversal zone. You would want to wait for confluence before even making a lower time frame trade, but we're back up. So that's a good sign here on Ethereum. Ethereum, like I said, there's that breakdown, kind of retesting the low. Today's pretty solid. Let's go to the 1 hour. Because I want to see here. Let's pull up all of our order blocks, all the time frames. We have our 1 hours. We have our which one is this? 5 minute. That's 5 minute. We have our 5 minutes, and then we have our 15-minute order blocks, which again lie down here. So In this case right now, like I said already, similar to Bitcoin, we broke that structure there. I want to see if this wants to hold, maybe. Want to hold, maybe. So we're trading back and forth a bit here. Let me pull up. Hey, yo. Where'd it go? How did I... This is the only thing with the money flow profile is that you can just click off it so easily. Hold on. Let me leave up. Sales and overlays. This is heat map at 95 before I blind myself. This is 70% high volume trading nodes. That's what I like right now, and I've liked a lot recently. And then I just take this down. Nobody needs to see the average traded nodes. That's weak sauce. And then I take off the sentiment. Sentiment, you know, I turn it on and off all the time. But what was that default? Default's like 50. That's not bad. You can, I think anything above 50 is good. 60 probably good. So yeah, this current range here, this is a good probable zone, right? It's gonna have to hold this area right now to continue. Obviously, that would be bullish structure regardless. It'd be off this previous swing or lower low before it made an even more aggressive low and a higher low. So seeing that there, you would want to see potentially bouncing there. For now, that 50% retracement would be inside of an imbalance that it performed on that 1 hour here on Ethereum. 15-minute trying to bounce off the node like we discussed already. But daily is kind of the main thing here. Does it close kind of bullish today? That'd be big. Got 4 hours left. It'd be nice to close over 2,500. That'd be lit. But let's see. Wait, is the stream paused? No, it's good. So we'll see if it wants to close back over that or not. But I'm gonna pin this. But 2,500 right now would be great. I love that it extended and it's faded now and potentially wants to bounce back. That's kind of the main concern right now. So 4 hour though, still bearish. 4 hour, I would have to get over 2,600 to be bullish on Ethereum here. So we'll see if it gets over. BK with the breaking. Interesting. Future reports of DOJ action. We have not been subpoenaed by the Department of Justice. Yeah, wasn't that reported the other day? Is NVIDIA ripping now? End of day? Probably not. It had a little spike there. Not really though. I've had a short on DraftKings. It's still doing good. GME guys picked up in volume as well, and it's back down. I'm praying we can get a bounce back. We'll see. Off 20, low 22s. We'll see. All right. But that's Ethereum, man. I would still be bearish on Ethereum. Unless we get over 2,600, we get over 2,600, we can start considering some upside targets. But 10% down, 0.1%. Yeah. Nat gas is next. Yeah, for sure. So let's see if we can get maybe back over 2,500 on Ethereum. Weekly chart, we haven't really plotted, but remember, if you don't recall, this right here was the watch. So kind of this zone here, 25.38, which bounced off before. So I'd really, really like to see us get back over 2,500, right? 2,500 would be kind of that spot. That'd be really clean. So see if we can. Wow, price rejected that hard on the weekly. That previous weekly open close high as well. But yeah, there's potential. Majority of the volume sitting down there, which is interesting. So again, it could be pulled right down there. But man, if this thing got over under 2K, that'd be a fun little buy down there. Even though there's been so many talks about people not being a fan of Ethereum right now, which is funny. Solana. Weekly chart is golden, man. Look at the bounce back already. It tried to wick that previous high again on the weekly and the daily. That daily open close high. Solana right now, great candle. If it closes here, let's see if we can get a bounce back this week to 146, 145. 136.5 is always my bread and butter there. I would have bought. I usually set some orders. I don't think I actually had an order at 121 this time around. I'm glad I didn't, because they wouldn't have been filled. But I've every single time it's touched it, I've bought some. I usually put, you know, like, I don't know, like $500 in each time it touches the 121 for just for fun. Every time it usually touches these levels are about $500 I just throw in, besides the weekly buys I have. But in this case, man, 121 you can see from that daily there. I mean, look at the reversal bands. It's just sideways. Like there's in that when it's sideways like that, it's not really anything I would be too, you know, stressed out about. It's like the weekly is just so clean, and we're finally getting enough data to start showing where the reversal bands would be here on the weekly of Solana. But you can see all these levels that were plotted. The biggest one was 136.50, and all that was coming from was open, close, low, and high on the weekly, and we've respected it multiple times. So we need to get back over that for me to be a little bit more bullish. Let's pull into the price action concepts though. Look at kind of like the hour chart here and see. Okay, we got mega overlap here, 136 again. The levels we were discussing, it wicked through that. That's, you know, that was the high of this most recent move, which is interesting. Major wick into that reversal band, rallying back up. But I don't know. Let's see kind of how it plays here, because look at this. This is a good little sideways head and shoulders as well, right there. So played nicely from that previous lower high. So that was a nice little push. But this is the 1 hour, 4 hour chart. Ooh. 4 hour chart I like. The fact that this candle wicked down like that and ended up almost at a full hammer is pretty awesome. Same exact level though, 127.60, 128-ish. Damn, I do like this a lot right now. This chart looks good. These lows look good. It's set an extended reversal there, and it's been fading from the lows here on that first extension. Breaking back up over the 50 on the oscillator. I would want to it's got to get through that 136.50, and then maybe then we start to see maybe some movement again. See the money flow profile. There you go. There's that node. So there you go. That's what I'd be targeting. Right now, I do think it's a little bit more on the bullish side. I like where it's at. I would want it above 136.50. That's going to be my first upside target before I would ever consider it going lower right now. If it can't get over 136.50, then it's probably going to go lower. But if it does go over 136.50 with a clean 4 hour close, go right to that high volume node at 143. That's what I would target. Go straight to it. So I do like it. From the 1 hour to the 4 hour right now, a little more bullish than bearish. We can see here on the 1 hour, and this current pullback that we had, this is its high volume node, so you can already see it's already having a little bit of issue there. So we'll see kind of how it plays off here at the 133s. But again, we're talking longer time frame here, 4 hour and above. I like it to 144 daily. Daily though, I would want this candle to close kind of where it's at. And then tomorrow, show us a little bit of action, maybe up at 136. But there you go, 145 again. High volume node sitting there on the daily and the 4 hour. Okay, so yeah, let's see if we can get back up over to that one. I go the other way, Jay. When it goes to 165, I buy. Dude, why? Why you buying 165, brother? Buy 136. Farden said, what? We pumping? Let's do it. What is the indicator called? The one that is at the very top of the very bottom. It's like a wave. That is called the signals and overlays indicator. Again, with this indicator, I use a bunch of different features randomly. But recently, I've mostly been using the reversal zones. Again, that's the best part about the indicators, man. It's like you can use whatever feature you want to use. If you want to have all the confirmation signals, candle coloring and stuff, you can. Like it's actually pretty solid. If I'm gonna optimize it to 12 right now in this 4 hour here, we're trying to get out of this reversal band. But in this case, let's see, like on the 15-minute here, how we traded today. 16 sensitivity is the optimized. So in this case here, you can see price was in a bearish trend with its red candles. There's an exit signal on the downside, and then a continuation bearish signal. And then here, just now, a actual reversal. But does this break, though, like a Neo Cloud? Let's see. or actually a smart trail. Yes, that broke there. So something people like to use, reversal band extension, get a signal, breaks smart trail, retest smart trail for entry, and then target upper reversal band. That's a pretty popular one that I've seen. But again, it comes down to what you like to, use, or what features you want. Right now, I've been really, really liking the reversal bands. I think they're probably one of our best features, 100%. It's so clean, especially in choppy markets. But yeah, it comes down to preference too. I love our candle coloring as well. I was trading as well with the signals for a while too. I will just trade like the 1 and 2s because they're early indication movers. Like 2 there, 2. I mean, look at the way this operates. Like that one there didn't do well, but again, it's one of these where it's like why would you try to trade that when you probably want to, in this case here, smart trail. Let's see. I would want to see smart trail broke, and there you go. This is the same setup we just saw. 2 out of reversal zone, right? Smart trail breaks, entry on smart trail, target upper reversal band. Here it is again. Reversal, hit reversal zone, 2 signal, smart trail breaks, entry on smart trail, target upper reversal band. Now, this is the other thing, guys, which is nuts. What you could do is this. So, like, if you were to take a trade, let's say on Solana here, right? Let's just make it like, this is just anything. There's 500, right? Instead of setting a stop, right? Instead of setting my stop loss on this move, right? Instead of setting my stop loss below the reversal band, right? Actually, I forgot they have the stop losses up now, which is nice. So like on a strat, if I'm developing a strategy, let me just take off money flipper on this because this is a popular one. If I set my stop loss to the reversal band, it's not really going to be the best move, right? Because what can happen is you can have that be wicked and then get stopped out, and then it makes you run. I'm only going to close a trade if you get a full candle close and you see the other reversal, the other smart trail play out, right? So in this case, set up. So in this case, it never happens. So like what I'm going to do now is I now can start just running my stop up. The risk, that was bad. The risk to reward on this here would have been like this, right? And then if I'm targeting upper reversal band, it would have been wherever this is as it shifts. I mean, you're looking at a 5 risk to reward, which it hits it. Where does it hit on this move? Bam. So you could also use this as a trailing stop and wait. So like this here, when it hit that reversal band, it ended up being, let's see here, at 10 to 1. But even if you were to, let's see, if you were to just trail it the whole time, that first candle close was there. Okay, there's your candle close. You can see it jumps, right? Or you got a 2 exit either way. But your entry was here on the 15, and then you ended up just taking your stop there. You would have had, 5 to 1, depending on how the stop was moving. But your stop all the way up there would have still triggered somewhere around a 5 to 1. That was a 3% move on Solana. So, it's just one of those things where it comes down to your style too. I mean, this particular move as well. This one actually didn't touch the smart cloud there, but it's just watching those steps play out is money. So in this case here, like this would have been a crappy little problem, but watch what would have happened here. So you would have taken your short roughly here, right? Roughly here. Next play, you're like, crap, it exits. But look, you're at a 165 loss. If for some reason, you could have maybe played it back through, you could have, I wouldn't have. There's no reason to do that, but it still would have played to the downside pretty good. But it's just one of those things. You could have maybe even taken a retest there for a trade. But like sometimes, but the risk there was nothing, right? On that other move, on this move up to that reversal band, we already made like a $2,000, and on that move there, we lost $165. L Dog said literally a useless indicator. All right, L Dog. Did you not just see what I talked about there? Watch this. Okay. Let's see how useless this is. The idea of that trade there was this. Oh, here it is again, L-Dog. It happened again here. Hold on, L-Dog. Let's see here. Let's take our trades for L-Dog and show them. Okay, the idea of this trade, this setup strategy, reversal bands, you get your 2 signal, and honestly, you know, let's really make him cringe here. Hold on. Let's throw on our confirmation simple here. Watch. We don't take entry until we come back to retest that reversal band. So bam. So right here, I'm a buy it. I'm not gonna close this trade unless this flips again. It breaks the reversal band, and then my take profit's gonna be up here right now. This is it. 1,300, right? Okay, boom. Easy, $1,300. I didn't risk nothing. Let's go to the next one and see. All right, we break off of that, right? We kind of tagged the reversal band. Let's see if we touch the smart trail there for an entry. It never touches, right? New signal, right? Extended there. Let's see here. Let's see. Does it break? Okay, it broke. So our strategy happened there. Got our signal. Let's go down. Let's see. Let's take our entry now when it touches the reversal band, or sorry, the smart trail here. Boom. If it closes below it, we won't. We'll close out of it, right? That's our stop loss. And then hold on, our take profits up here. Let's see. Oh, I got to move my take profit now to the reversal band. Okay. Well, there you go. There's $3,000. Okay, let's see. Skip to a random date and trade it. I'm literally at a random date. Let me go to the next one. Reversal zone. Let's see here. I think this was the failed one. I'm not saying they don't fail, brother. I'm just saying it comes down to the risk to reward here. This risk to reward is so tight, so nice. So there you go. I entered on this. If it flips out of there, which I think it does here, maybe the next one flips on that one. Okay. That one broke. So I close it now because it flipped. So then, oh no, it would have played out beautifully, but it doesn't matter. Like my risk to reward is that clean. So let's see here again. Let's see, is there another one? I think we had another one. Maybe. There should be another one at some point. Breaks out. Let's see here. Come back down. Give me an entry maybe. This one doesn't. Does it touch? It does. No, that one didn't touch, but there you go. Move back up. 66% win rate. 3,600. I mean, not bad. Not bad. Now, again, you can adjust the settings or whatnot. Like, the other thing I would recommend, guys, is look, reversal band, this breaks here. It never touches right away. If you're waiting for it to touch and it doesn't do it right away, the odds of it playing out are then kind of kaput. It's not really going to work. You got to wait until it happens almost right away. So, like, if I go back, like in this case here, this one reversal band here breaks here. I mean, that would have been up to you if you'd taken that. I probably wouldn't have. But there you go. There was your exit. Right, let's go back. Reversal band. Breaks. This moves up and touches. It already touches the opposite reversal band. So that's a no-go. No-go. I was like, somebody's cutting my grass. Like, what is happening? Like, there's some weird sound happening there. This one here, reversal band breaks out, doesn't fully touch, but touches the smart trail, goes up and plays your exit there. This one never played out. Chop, chop, chop. This one here. Here's another one. Reversal. Got the 2 signal. We wait till it breaks, and then we come back to tag that in. This thing, you know, I probably still wouldn't have taken it, but it still comes back, bounces off smart trail, goes up, takes out back of the reversal band. This one touched reversal. So this is why I probably wouldn't take any that already extend to the reversal band. In my opinion, one of the best key levels to trade. So it's not one of those things where it's a best key level. Like, I personally right now, the way where'd my tweet go? Well, we just passed a... Wait, what's our time? 1:08? I might as well pull this up. I got to pull this up. I want to look up... So today it took us 4 days just using the price action, or the not that specific strategy. I kind of want to go back and look at that strategy, but it took us 4 days to pass a funded challenge with the indicators I was kind of just showing you. Today we had roughly $2,000, but I'm not using that specific strategy. I'm playing the levels that you see come kind of set up on the ES on the 15-minute, 1 hour, and the what's it called, and the reversal bands. Let me get rid of these. So I'm mostly just using reversal bands, not even using the smart trailer, the signals for this setup, because this is just the way I like it, and the money flow profile. Sorry, that was the biggest thing. Yo, what's up, Safa? How you doing? Welcome back. So like today, today we had quite an interesting morning on the ES here. I'm gonna let me just hide these. Go to chart, because I've just been using chart. So in this case here on the ES, first off, we had that major sell-off yesterday. Again, the first thing, guys, I discussed, and like I tweeted this morning. Gosh dang it, where's my tweet? There it is. Like I tweeted this morning, if I go back to it, essentially I said, you guys can't see the rest of it, but it was going to be an interesting morning because of yesterday's craziness. Now, again, with VWAP, which I love VWAP, I am taking a rave break here. Should we do a rave break? We could do one. We were looking, again, for a small bounce back. Usually on those big aggressive days, you could have a decent bounce back before it fades the rest of the day. Also, oh, damn. I missed the close. That's fine. We were watching to see if VWAP would hold out of the open and then rally up to 55.60. On the 15-minute, we were looking for it to rally to 55.40. We said first 15-minute order block was 55.40s. And then potentially 55.60s after that. And so what we got out of the gate, right, if I go back to this morning move, was this order block right here. We literally went straight to it. Now, if you would have pulled up the 5-minute, we bounced off VWAP almost immediately. I'm going to take off breakers because I think on the lower time frames, breakers can get a little crazy. But here's this order block sitting there at roughly those 40s as well. And going on that 15-minute, it was sitting right up here. And then also on the 1 hour, right? Where is it? It was there this morning. I know it was. I saw it. Why isn't it showing up now? It wasn't a breaker. Okay, that's making me mad. It was on the 1 hour too. Either way, here's your 15-minute. There's your order block that tagged and then had that major dump at 10 a.m. It was lined up with that reversal zone. But the major thing we were looking at on, let's say, the 1 hour time frame, because why is it? There was one right here for some reason. Maybe it was a glitch. Maybe I had the 15-minute up on my chart or something. That's probably what would happen. I might have had the 15-minute order blocks up on the 1 hour chart thinking it was on a 1 hour order block. So that wouldn't make sense, to be honest. So like if you go to here, yeah, that's probably what would happen. I was about to say, because that wasn't a significant swing on a 15-minute. So let's go back to chart. Either way, we had that breaker, though, sitting up here from this very aggressive swing low there. So my target this morning was to go up and retest that 55.60. We pretty much went up and tagged it. We go now to that 5-minute. That ended up being a massive extension of the reversal bands there. And then came back to VWAP, and then look at us break below VWAP now, right? We're below VWAP. Price broke back above VWAP, is trying to hold back and forth. You're inside this VWAP and high volume node. Usually if that's the case, you're going to probably drop the rest of the day. I want to see some structure break, reject VWAP there, rejects it again, right? Anytime you're trading below VWAP, there's no reason to be looking long on lower time frames. Now, I would now be targeting the bottom of this high volume node here. You can see the entire yellow box goes down to here. every time you see that VWAP reject, that's what you'd be going for, and that would have hit just fine. Bounce actually back. We're back and forth today. But again, a high volume node reject again. That's pretty much how I've been looking at these. Look at VWAP, high volume nodes, and the order blocks, which also rejected. So look at how VWAP high volume node and order block lines up, and you had a very aggressive 5-minute candle close back down. I would have taken a trade probably from here to there. These candles have been very crazy. So like that moves 10 points. So 10 points trading 5 contracts is a lot. That's a lot of money. So that's, I mean, they're usually just these small scalps, but the volatility, if you look at the VIX right now, the VIX is back in the 20s. The past 2 days have been super aggressive. So it's like our volatility is through the roof. So you got to size back, but you know, even 5 lots, like that small move on 5 lots for ES there by just trade. And then there's that 15-minute node lining up as well. Again, if you see it on the 15-minute, in the 5-minute, it's usually a pretty strong sign. But like if I were to replay mode this, like 5 lots off of this rejection here, and like I probably would have only taken 5 points. It's not even like, that's $800 on that first little move, and that's $1,600. I would have been out there definitely. Still made a bigger move, but it's just it's just so like the candles are so insane. It's not even worth it to do any more than that for like a scalping kind of move. Solana right now needs to hold above the 120. We're good. Which volatility? The VIX, man. VIX is oh, why is that showing up there? That's weird. What are we at on time? About 15 minutes here. We'll go over some more here in a minute. Try to log into this. If you want to try the indicators, you can risk-free for 30 days. Just go to LuxAlgo.com. It's just at the top. I pinned it. If you're seeing that, can you make something really easy? Buy and sell. I'm kind of very intrigued. You want to look at? Yeah, let's look at. Screw it. Let's look at. Hold on, really quickly. There we go. Let's get a little bit of fog in here, a little bit of laser in here, just for old time's sake. Yeah, let's look at this. I kind of am curious how that's doing. My clock is out of sync. Okay. So let's do. Here's the account. So we had 1 loss on the Apex account, but the 9K profit target was hit on the 150K. Today was just this move. I think we could go back and see the trades. Okay, I get it. Please don't put me out of sync again. Don't do that, Elliot. Oh, that's the 1 minute. Hold on. Let me do the 15 minutes. Should be able to go back and do it. I had 2 today. Tried to early short and then got out early and then tried it again. Does it not show the other ones? That's annoying. It's over like 5 days. Lame. Doesn't show the other ones. I'd have to go back and look. We're going to look at this on here real quick. But first, for you guys missing the Bitcoin predictions with PayPay, we're going to bring that back soon. I just got to get back into the groove with the bot and everything. First, though, I do want to do a quick raid break for all the time's sake. So let's get it. Where is it? Need the song. August, my friends. Let's go. What a day. We bounced back. We passed the funded challenge in 4 days. I mean, life couldn't be better. The stream is back. We're ready to start doing daily and morning streams where we trade live. And, I mean, every day again. Every day again. Why don't you play music? I was playing music the whole time, brother. I was playing music the whole time. Gabriel Davis. Why do I know that name? Oh man, good to be back with the squad. Oh man, LuxAlgo discount code. Here's your code. Screw it, beautiful. That song is actually pretty lit. That's a good one. That's a pretty good one. Out of all of them. Too good. Any crypto trade? I don't trade crypto too much, to be honest. If I like actually trade, it's like mostly like futures or anything. I just don't even. Those fun. I'll do the funded accounts. I don't really trust myself with having all my capital in one place. All right, I want to look at this on like the pound real quick. On the 15. We're gonna be back on tomorrow though. Tomorrow morning we'll be streaming. I want to see this really quickly, to be honest. Want to put on. Let me get rid of VWAP. Let me put on the smart trade. Never broke that trend. Wow. I used to have a strategy where I would literally just play the smart trail. Didn't do it there. Didn't do it there. Like this one's not even giving you low time frame setups. Never touches the trail. I wouldn't trade this on the pound. It just never touches the trail. Like it extends. Like it takes forever to break. Let me see here. It broke here, never retraced for an entry. It broke there, it took too long to retrace for an entry. Broke there, but didn't have a signal before. Here's one. Okay. So it didn't revert. It didn't. Gosh, that one didn't. There's just nothing setting up on this. I wonder how it works on gold real quick. Let's see gold. Calm down, my guy. If it's get out of the kitchen, brother. Here you go. This one worked. You got your signal here. 15-minute bounce there. My entry would have literally been at the smart trail. Target there. Damn, that would have been good too. Reversal break, never touch smart trail. What's up with Forex and not touching that smart trail, man? Come on. Give me a break. Freaking went nuts on Solana there. Hey, this one, yeah, it took too long to touch it. It needs to touch it pretty quick. There you go, finally. Signal, breaks, touches smart trail. Target. Didn't touch smart trail there, would have been one. No signal. This one took too long. That was an aggressive call. Gold. All these news sells. This one took forever. Still played it. This one. Oh, that almost touched it. Signal. It just that would. Wait, does it do it in the replay though? Oh my gosh, I would have been so mad. It's like, come on, give it to me. That would have sucked. That would have sucked so bad, dude. That would have sucked so bad. There you go. But it extended already. This one, to be honest, I would get rid of the signals on any of Forex, man. I'd get rid of the signals. And watch reversal zone to the smart trail break, because it seems that's the play. It seems like that's what works on this one. It worked well on. It's like you would want to wait for price to extend and then break and then touch. The touching part is the issue. It just doesn't go touch it. Looked really good on crypto. That extended too far, then touched it. Yeah, this is even. I wonder what it looks like on the 5 minute. Let's look at it on the 5 minute. Maybe the 5 minutes is the way to do it. Let me put the signals back on. You need reversal. Dude, like, see, that sucks. Like, come on. Gold just moves, man. It doesn't care. Gold just wants to get going. Like, what? Sorry, I'm looking at y'all's messages. Like, what? Like, this thing hits that, breaks, right? And just touch the stupid reversal zone so you can take an entry. Hold on one sec. Bear with me 1 second. I'll be right back. I gotta go just watch the Bitcoin chart for a second. I'll be back. Okie dokie, I'm back. What's up? Welcome back. Am I here? Am I still in GME? Yes. I told you guys I was gonna hold probably for the earnings run up. For potential earnings run up. All right. That was Bitcoin on the 5 minute. Wait. All right. Let's get back to the normal charts. Where are we at? Okay. It's been an hour 20 and my headset just died again. That's fine. Whatever. Headset died again. That's fine. Whatever. Let me drop the music down. Let me get that music back down. It's too loud. All right. All right, guys. But that was just, yeah, I wanted to see kind of how I was going to play with the reversal zones are definitely probably my favorite out of everything. but that's my preference. I've seen a lot of like that. Smart trail with the signal strategy is insane too. It's honestly insane. Yeah, scalping can be really good with that. Okay, so all right. Let me touch real quick on the raise my mic volume. Is it not loud enough for you, brother? Okay. Let's go over nat gas real quick for this one guy. Actually, let me just do a G. Unless, what is these priced at? He probably wants the spot, right? They're roughly the same. Am I avoiding your question? What I've never traded Forex, other than I plot gold a lot. That's probably it. But gold is traded in futures as well, so I don't really trade Forex. So I couldn't really tell you. I don't trade much Forex, honestly. I'll trade gold. Like a lot of people just trade gold too if they trade Forex. Gold can be very, very easy to trade. Just the structure moves on it. If you know the news, is really easy, really good. I just trade really the S&P 500, the ES, and then the NASDAQ. Those are the only two that I'll trade. %12 net gain in 16 days, dude. Heck yeah, nice. My preference? I mean, it's not really a preference thing. In my opinion, trading comes down to like respecting the market. Like if you're in a current short swing, like why would you look long? Like in this case, it's like this extended on gold here on the 15-minute and comes back. You know, the potential move of a V-bounce there wasn't very high. But again, you know, I mean, I'm going to be using, like in this case, would be probably potentially playing, like I said, that short with these order blocks lined up here at 2,500. If it was choppy, it's just, I don't know, it's wherever the market's going to actually make sense to reject, actually make sense to trend. I mean, that's why I think VWAP is such a good player with all indicators. When I say NASDAQ fits the indicator best, now they all fit. You can trade any asset using them. It's just you got to find which features work best for what market you're trading. So like money flow profile is always going to work best. The order block, the price action concepts and the money flow profile is probably the two best that are going to work the absolute best for every single market. You're going to want to use those two. Now, I personally, when I trade every day, I'll use price action concepts. I'll use the order blocks and the breaker blocks. I'll use the money flow profile with the high volume nodes, and then I'll use the reversal zones. That's all I trade. So, like in this case, like this morning on like gold there, I probably would have seen if gold could react to 2,500 because it's a pretty key level, but also because it was at a reversal zone and it was at multiple order blocks. This is like just a sentiment. I would try a small short off that. If it failed right away, I would just exit. But it's like there's not any specific indicator for any specific market. They work for all of them. But in this case, it's like, I don't know, like right now, gold definitely. This is screaming bullish on gold right now. Like this guy said, he said 25.10. I mean, it looks as if we're gonna probably go retest 2,500 on gold on the 15-minute here. The daily looks really solid. 1 hour here, like we said already, higher low, easy formation above this high inside this node now. Odds of it going up are way greater than odds of it going down. I'm gonna be looking for up plays rather than down plays. Yeah, so it's just one of those things. Ed, what's up, man? Yeah, so let me just talk about the NASDAQ really quickly, and then we'll get into, then we'll kind of close it there. I'll be back tomorrow morning streaming, so be back in the morning for the next stream. As you can tell, NASDAQ's current swing has made that 50% retracement. It's made it. It has made the full 50%. We'll see how today closes. It could make that bounce back tomorrow. Right now, I would probably be eyeing a little bit of a bounce back. See how it does tonight after hours. After hours trading can really determine what's going on in the next day. Makes a little bit more sense to why that's a little bit more bullish today. After that massive sell-off yesterday. It was huge. ES, similar situation. If we go to the daily, you can see here, it would make a lot of sense for this thing to potentially retrace. But in this case, its 50% move from that high is all the way down here at 54.26. So it's crazy how different we've seen these moves happen on the NASDAQ versus the SP 500. So I honestly, in this case, you can see here, there is quite a bit of high volume node there at 55.50. We're trading below that right now. But the low of this, it's roughly 55.29. If we go to the daily or 4 hour, we have shown a nice little rejection here off of this previous low, right? Order breaker block, right? High volume node breaker block. It just makes sense as a previous low of a pretty aggressive zone as well. So the odds right now on the 4 hour to me look more bearish due to, like, you can even see the 5 minute. This is trading below VWAP. 15 minute trading below VWAP. 1 hour trading below VWAP. It rejected that exact previous Wednesday low from last week. We've only had one full extension into the reversal bands, and it's already extended, trying to retrace and failed. So the odds of this thing breaking and hitting a new low are pretty high. So tomorrow, I'll honestly, 5,500, I bet you, if you look at Bookmap or anything liquidity based, you could probably see there's a lot of orders sitting at roughly 5,500. If there is, they'll probably try to pull it there going. But let's see what it does after hours today. Market opens in about an hour and like 15 minutes. See how it trades the rest of today, and then we'll kind of go from there. But if I go to let's do the 4 hour again, sorry. 4 hour here, I kind of want to pull up. Let's do 500 bars on the node there, and there you go, boom. So this node right now is peaked there. Let's go to 300. I'm curious where it stops. 300. Let's do 400. Let's do 350. Yeah, so even when you pull in this volume from before on ES here, this area is quite literally, that high volume node that rejected today. So seeing that makes me a little bit more bearish going into tomorrow. I think we can at least test like 505 from these lows here on ES. But again, I need to see what happens in that overnight session. The overnight session is pretty clear to what's gonna go down. Again, reversal bands are there for a reason, man. This thing ripped up, hit reversal bands 15 minutes, and then came right back down. I think tomorrow, if we open up similar to this, you might see then a push into the lower reversal band and then maybe make a rebound back. That's kind of how it might be going here. But again, it's below VWAP. I wouldn't be bullish until we break back over that. I'll be live tomorrow morning. We'll be looking at the ES and the NASDAQ. We can look at some others while we do it. Bitcoin going into tomorrow. Let me just look at that one more time. Loving these little bullish breaks we've had on Bitcoin, Solana, stuff like that. I like Bitcoin right now. The odds of this thing playing out to maybe extend into the higher 58s are pretty good right now. This daily candle is looking solid. 3 hours, let's close bullish on this. Ethereum, yeah, Ethereum was similar situation. I would want to close bullish, get back over 2,500. Solana, great close on Solana. I love it from here. I think this thing could go right back into the mid 40s. Watch that bounce back. I think that looks good. Crude oil though, dude, this is awesome. We're about to touch a low. I honestly, guys, your odds of it bouncing from here are pretty high. You could probably look to take a potential like overnight swing or when futures open here in a minute. I bet you it bounces into tomorrow. I bet you it bounces. Actually, I'm gonna go and right now pay for my Apex account that we passed today. But again, guys, on my Twitter, like I've said already, I post morning analysis on ES and I post morning analysis on the NQ. On the weekends, I'll do Bitcoin. But again, today, this morning, before the bell even opened, a lot of views on this one. before the market even opened. It was 15 minutes before I usually post, right? 15 minutes before I usually post. So it was 8:20 a.m. So it was about 10 minutes before market open. All we were seeing on the 1 hour was that we've extended into that reversal zone. We were looking for a slight bounce back. I mean, usually if it's exhausted, it wants to make a move back. 15 minutes, similar situation. It just all last night traded back and forth. This low volume, high volume nodes. We had a target lined up with a reversal band, right? Right out of the gate. Based on, you know, that chart, I mean, we got that first initial move. Where is it? There it is. Right here, boom. Got the first initial spike right to that order block, right? I wanted to see on the 5 minute if we could show any rejection. We ended up getting it at 10 a.m. We got a huge dump on that news, which was beautiful. That was insane. So got that huge dump. That trade alone is what ended up finishing off the funded challenge. So we hit the 9K profit target today. And you can see here, this is the exact trade that hit it. If I go to the 5 minute or 1 minute or whatever you want to look at. We were short here to see if the bottom of that reversal zone would hit. It didn't. Stopped by the high. We tried it again because it was having weakness there. Then played out. All I do is target that 55.30 is what I was going for because it was that previous high. Bounce off of that eventually and then break back out. But again, all came from that sentiment. And then what happened was on the let me go to the right one. On the 1 hour was a similar situation. On the 1 hour, then I was looking for that push to 55.60. Now, I'm not, again, when I say I'm looking for a push to 55.60, I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, I'm not going to trade it to 55.60. It's one of those things where it's like, if we're predicting potential move to 55.60, we're going to be looking for entries on the ES up to 55.60s, 55.70. You can see today's high on the ES was 55.65. The range we had was 55.60 to 55.70. That was the range we were looking for, that potential top, right? And again, it was exactly what we got. But all that happened was price came back down. It rejected that zone, retested the zone I wanted for that initial reject, then bounced right back up. The minute you start to see price holding very much well above VWAP and a high volume node like this, there's not really an area where it's like, hey, I need to enter. Just grab an entry because we're probably going to run up to that previous very aggressive range that we had, right? That right here, as you can see, we've rejected this right there. There's that move all the way up there. It's because pretty much when you're stuck in this range like this, it's like a coil, right? Eventually it's going to pop, and when it pops, it's going to make a very big move. And usually when it makes a very big move, one-sided, let's say the shorts, right? The shorts eventually get exhausted. They're like, okay, we've made our money. We need to kind of get out. And that's when you'll get these little bit of retracements, but that doesn't mean they're bullets. They're just covering their short positions. And they're looking for that next level to potentially call that next shorting spot. That next shorting spot usually ends up being at pretty aggressive high volume lows like this, or high volume highs. So in this case, price went right back to that zone and rejected it again. Off of that high, like we plotted on that tweet, we today got a low all the way down to 46 points. NQ, similar situation. This thing went right to the lows, didn't 100% hit 19,100 or 100% hit that low at 1942. But I mean, it's still one of those things where price was sold off so much that it needed a little bit of a breather, right? And we can look here on this daily here, like we said already. We can also pull up a fib on that daily and see, okay, this is a 50% retracement. Probably would show some type of bounce back. If we now pull that up, that line there on the 50% retracement was right here. It was like the lows, literally all the lows of today that last night that lined up and then made that pushback. Again, try to think of it more so as common sense than anything. It's like, what's gonna determine? It's like, are we downtrending? Let's look for downside moves. Are we uptrending? Let's look for upside moves. That's why VWAP can be a huge factor in what you're looking at. It's fun to try to guess. It's fun to try to guess lows. Like, it's gonna bounce here. Like, if you were to just, like on this move here, if you were to just take any position short, you would have ended up being successful. Like you'll probably see yesterday if it would pull up. You'll see yesterday. I think I even took a short. Here, look. Oh, never mind. Gosh, why don't it show all of that? That sucks. Yesterday, I was watching a zone at 55.70. I took a short yesterday. I don't know why it's not popping up, but I took a short on this retracement at 55.80 there to break this low. I was over here, actually. I wish I would pull it up. 55.85, you'll see I have a short. And this was almost all after the full extended move, but price kept showing that it did not want to have anything to do with, the 5600s. So I ended up taking a short somewhere around here. We broke that low and then completely dumped. So again, there's no reason for me to try to guess these lows. I'm just going to follow the direction price is going and see how these highs work, because then your risk is actually not that bad. It's really not that bad. The minute you try to buy these lows, you're just pretty much saying, okay, I'm kind of screwing myself on these. So like in this case now, like let me see here. We faded back. And again, 4 hours still mega bearish. We had a nice little pullback retracement. Are you trading MES or ES? I'm trading ES. So these are five ES contracts. I'll probably dial it back now that we're in the funded now. Now that we hit profit target today, I'll probably dial it back. Yeah, 3,700 on that move. That was nuts. It'll probably be 3 now, 3 maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I might do 5 again. The drawdown is I think it's 5K. I gotta go buy that tonight again so I can add that to my. I've just been trying to pass a bunch of them just in case I fail one, then I can just continue to have another one ready to go. But I mean, again, yeah, just obey the market. Don't make it a guessing game. Like that's why the reversal zones can help too. Like if it's bouncing back, like if I were to short, reversal zones can always be helpful. Like here with that snapback, like I said, with that order block and all that was completely different. But don't make it a guessing game. It's just if it's going down, just try to find an entry to the downside. If it's going up, try to find an entry to the upside. But yeah, how is your plan to deal with the 30% consistency rule? I think that's on. Isn't that on Top Step? I think that's on Top Step, man. Apex, it's just that live drawdown is insane. So that's why I said we've been it's scalps. But luckily in this market, it's a little bit easier. This market is a little bit easier to do it in because of the volatility, because the VIX is up over 20. Are you proposing momentum trade? That's too easy. How dare you? Sorry, bring it back. Cricket's already short on what? Oil ticking up? Yeah, there you go. I mean, the odds of that thing not bouncing. Like, look at the weekly. The weekly lows you have here, right? All the weekly lows. If I were to pull up, this is pulling too much data now. Let me bring this back. 200. Bottom of the zone there. Majority volume sitting 80s, right? That was usually a pretty good short spot. Let's see what 300 does. That zone, look at, wow, 300 pulls it back down here to 60. You have a lot of lows here. You can see it's still, this is 6.6 versus 5.9, so it's not much different. That's the weekly low though, that's at right now. If we go to the daily here, I honestly would probably wait. I'd probably long try in the 68s. What was the low here? 68.82. Yeah. I probably look to see how this one low actually plays. But yeah, all right, we'll be back tomorrow, guys. 10 a.m. Eastern. That's 9 a.m. Central. Tomorrow, news-wise, remember we have non-farm payroll update, or non-farm employment. Sorry, not payroll. Non-farm payroll or employment. Sorry, at 8:15. Jobless claims 8:30. PMI 9:45 and PMI 10 a.m. That's pretty much the reason why we won't be live till 10 a.m. There's really no reason to be trading and trying to predict which way the news is going to send you. If you trade gold, dear God, don't trade gold before 10 a.m. You'll get smoked at 10 a.m. Friday's going to be very, very volatile. So we got that big VIX pop. Having a good day on that. So there you go. Thursday, be ready. I'll see you guys tomorrow on stream. We'll be talking about trade setups, similar to what we just talked about, but it mostly beyond U.S. markets. We can look at some other stuff, but everything melted yesterday, man. But nonetheless, guys, I appreciate you tuning in like always. Thanks again. I'll see you on the stream tomorrow. If you haven't already, make sure you're following the LuxAlgo Discord X account at LuxAlgo. We are going to keep you updated with everything going on in the market in real time. So, man, it's the only news source you really need right now, I promise. Post good memes and stuff, analysis as well. And you can follow my personal Twitter at IndicatorsWork. Yeah, I'm posting my daily analysis on there. And today, I mean, I don't even know how I did that well on guessing what was going to happen. Again, I mean, we're all trying to figure out the best system and everything, but just obey the market. Don't go, sitting there trying to play God, right? You just got to kind of figure out what's key levels that price might react to. And those order blocks will really help you with that, especially on multiple time frames. And why are we down? Is it news? Is it, just because price needs to consolidate, it needs to come back down? Are we bouncing because we're at a retracement level that makes sense? It's just one of those things. So very much appreciate you tuning in. Like always, we'll be talking about this more tomorrow. And again, today, did not let that bear be you, because we were actually up today for the most part at the bell. All right, guys. I appreciate you. I'll see you on at 10 a.m. tomorrow. So have a good rest of your day. And yeah, let's go, baby. You have this end screen there. Love you guys, and hope you have a good rest of your day. See you in the AM. Peace.